Hey guys, so I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about customer care and taking care of people and what that actually looks like. I know we talk all the time about staying in contact with our newbies or checking in on them and really getting them started off strong. And we say all these things, but what does that really look like? Here's some super practical tips on how to kind of get some of those things done. A ton of really focusing on customer care is all about our verbiage, because 95% of what we do is over social media, right? So it's all going to be in our messages, in our texts that we're sending to people, our Facebook messages, all of that. It's really so much power is in our words. Taking care of people is not just sending them a welcome email. It's not just tagging them in posts on the team page. Those are basics. Those are like, that doesn't even count. That is just the barest of bare bones of the basics of what to do with a new ambassador. And when I say newbie, I mean ambassador or customer, because regardless of whether people are gonna work the business or not, we still take care of them the same way. So when you finally get someone signed on, okay, that same focus that you put on them during the whole back and forth of messaging, you're gonna carry that over, right? So once you sign someone up, really, your connection with that person has just begun. You don't just say, oh, they're signed on, they'll get their stuff, I won't have to worry about them for a few weeks. Not true, okay? Now that we have this amazing fast shipping in place, people are gonna be getting their orders within just a couple days of when they sign up, so we have to be on it. So that means the second they sign up, you immediately send them that welcome email. You immediately add them to our Plexus Freedom Advocates team page. Okay, so we get them connected, get them started, but then we'll also check in with them. We need to be checking in with our newbies every single week, asking them questions, not just saying, hey, how's it going? Or do you like your products? But really saying, hey, are you loving your stuff? What does your dosage look like? How much of everything are you taking every single day? We have to ask them questions, find out what they're doing so that we can then instruct them on how to adjust their schedule, how to work up to 4 of each capsule a day, how to address symptoms they may be dealing with. Okay, that's what it looks like to take care of our new people. Guys, if we should be checking our back office, as soon as that newbie signs up, go look. Did they have their auto shipment set up? If not, that's not their fault, it's ours. It means that we need to be sending them good instructions. And when we send out instructions, we don't just say, make sure your backup order's on, okay? We say, hey, this is the page where you set up your auto shipment. It's purely for your convenience, and here's why. This is what I say in every instruction I ever send. This is purely for your convenience because our products only come in 30-day packaging, and because our products are natural and not a quick fix, you will have to give them a minimum of 60 days. So we just get that order turned on so you don't have to worry about it and think about it. And then if they have issues with that, if they say, I don't like it, I don't want things sent to me, I say, don't worry. I will notify you before your next shipment goes out. We will make sure that you're loving your stuff before you get your next shipment, okay? So that's not something we ignore or just assume they're gonna do, and it's not something we just breeze over and say, hey, click that button. We communicate to them why. We don't overwhelm them with info, but we make sure and always put the focus back on them, saying, this is for your convenience, your benefit. Keep it simple. Don't overwhelm them with conditional and unconditional and what day of the month it's gonna send on. Don't give them information that doesn't matter. Just tell them it's for their best, and we have their best interests at heart. So that's kind of what that verbiage looks like. On these customer care reports that you guys are going to get at the end of every month, this is actually something that we should all be doing for ourselves. This is just something that I do kind of as a backup for you guys. I'm assuming that y'all have already done this, that you're taking care of your own back office and your own people, and this is just an extra measure of double checking. And I'm not doing it, I'm doing it for you guys, but I'm mostly doing it for the people who don't have auto shipments in place, because if they started in February and their orders are already turned off, do you know what that means? That means we have somehow failed them. most of the time. Now, I know there are people, they're very few and far between, who just won't take their products and then they assume it's not working, and no matter how many times you try to talk to them, they don't respond to you. That's okay. There are going to be those crazies, those people who are inconsistent. That's fine. But most of the time, if we do the right job on our end, people are not going to quit. If we communicate with them, if we stay in touch with them, if we help make sure they're happy with their products, if they say, oh, something came up this month, I can't afford it, then we don't just say, ooh, here, let me help you do the business, okay? People are gonna be so turned off by that. They're gonna be like, what? No, crazy? I just want these products. We say, hey, I get that finances can be tight. Use the feel, felt, found. Say, that's what I thought in the beginning too. When I started, I didn't even think I could afford this stuff. Here's how I did it. You don't have to be a crazy. You don't have to sell this unless you want to. All you have to do is get your hubby to do this with you. Get your mom. Get that aunt that you know has diabetes and is desperate for something to change. Get your pregnant girlfriend, your bestie, who is really, really feeling like junk right now and wants to feel better and wants to feel like herself. Get her in on this with you. Guys, we have to walk people through step by step. Help them think of people. Don't just say, do you know someone who wants to do this? Of course they know people who want to do this. Tell them that. Say, I know every person you know could benefit, but let's just think of 3 right now. Let's focus on 3 people who really need this the most, okay? We really have to walk people through. When we don't do that, when we just let them go, they don't know their options. They don't know how this business plan works until we tell them, and we have to give them itty bitty pieces at a time. Show them how easy it is, show them how doable it is. We don't just throw up Plexus on them and say, hey, you can't afford it? It's okay, we'll get you silver, you'll get $100. They don't know what any of that means, and they're freaked out because they think they're being shoved into a business deal and that they never wanted, nor do they know how it works. But if we just inch them along and help them think of person after person, before they know it, they're doing this. They didn't even know they could do this, but now they are. Their products are paid for and they're going, oh my gosh, there's money in my account. Maybe I do want to do this. And then without even knowing it, now you have business workers. Now you have people who are curious. But we have to do things in the right order. We can't overwhelm them and we can't just let people go, okay? This is what it means to take care of people. We lead them along step by step. No one threw everything at you when you first started. No one said, hey, here is everything you need to know to succeed. Hope you make it, okay? You had leaders, hopefully you had a leader, who took you step by step, who held your hand along the way. For your newbies who have said, hey, I'm interested in doing this business. I want to see if I can get my products for free. You don't just tag them in a first contact post and say, good luck, let me know if you need help. We don't do that with incentives. We don't say, here's how you do $100, let me know if you need help. Of course they need help. They all need help. Unless they are a gold ambassador, they need help. So it's our job to go to them and say, hey, you can do this. I know you can. You know, even if you don't want to do this as the business yet, say yet, don't say not do it, because you never know. Leave it open. Assume that they're going to try it later because it's just too good for them to pass up. Guys, this is all about our attitude. It's about how we present things to them, that we show them it's doable and we know they're going to come around sometime. That's called assuming the positive. So we're not pushing it on them. We're not saying, you have to do this. We're saying, I know you're going to come around sometime. But in the meantime, let's just do this one baby step. I know you can. It's so easy and I'm going to do it with you. Okay? If people are saying, I can't get anyone to respond, then don't just say, keep going. That we ask them a question. Say, let me see that contact message you're sending out. Let me see if I can help you tweak it. If you know people have lots of interest, but yet they aren't signing anyone, then you say, what are those conversations looking like? Can you screenshot me how the conversation's going down? And if you don't see anything wrong with it, pass it to your upline and say, hey, this person can't sign anyone. We don't know why. She's getting frustrated. I don't see anything wrong here. Can you give us some tips, okay? So this is how we all work together as a team. We don't just write messages off. We don't write people off. We ask questions until we get to the bottom of it. Make sure every interaction with your people, they have a takeaway. That's always my rule when I talk to my people. I want them to leave encouraged. Yes, absolutely. Inspired. completely. But the biggest thing is I want them to walk away from a conversation with me with a practical tip, something they haven't tried, something they need to do more of, something they can share with someone else. I want them to have a practical takeaway. So let's all strive to take better care of our people. Let's all look for new ways to keep up, to be more organized. But in the meantime, let's just go, in worst case, log into your back office tonight. Look at everyone who has joined from January till April. If they don't have their auto shipment turned on, if it's off or if they've deleted it, it's time to contact them, guys. It's time to say, hey, what happened? Can you tell me, what did you think of those products? I'm so sorry. I'm usually so much better about being on top of things. I'm sorry I haven't contacted you. I would love to do a much better job this time of helping you in your journey. I know that these products will work for you if you take them the right way and if you give them enough time. I know we could meet your goals that you mentioned before. How can I help you do that? Let's get in there and let's help these people accomplish the goals they set out to do. They trusted us with their journeys and with this piece of their lives, and we are going to steward it well. We're not going to let them give up. We're not going to give up on them. We are in this with them. They said yes to us, and we are going to make sure they never regret it. We can do this.